Good afternoon, everybody. It's Clink Raid time. Free pass for the day, thought I'd just chuck it in. Because having done the video yesterday for the major Halloween update that's coming, Niantic decides to drop a bombshell in the form of the information for the Colossal Event, which we saw in the data mining. You know, the pink and blue ticket thing, and there's controversy. Shall we say, there's some controversy in the community. Having logged onto the chat today and seen people's reactions, it's mixed to say the least, so I thought should go in detail over maybe some of people's opinions on, you know, the event. Is it the right thing to do? I don't know. Anyway, clink down. 5:30 something is kind of trash. Can it be shiny? No. Anyway, the news, as I'm sure everybody's aware, is that the three Regis are coming back to raids the early part of November, as soon as Darkrai leaves after Halloween. So we've got 4 days of the Regis with their shiny form, so that's a reason to go out and raid them. Otherwise, what's the point? I think Niantic are probably getting them done, dusted out the way, so they don't have to do, like, you know, at least 2 weeks of each raid boss. So this is quite a smart play on their behalf, because they totally destroyed Summer last year. Gloss over some of the details. So, you know, 1st to the 4th of November, we've got shiny Regigigas, Regirock and Registeel. Shiny Skarmory is the new shiny in. Got 2 times incubator effectiveness, blah 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 blah. The main point of this controversy is the Colossal Discovery special research, which takes place from 11 AM to 7 PM local time on the 2nd of November. Now, it's £8. It's $7.99. It'll probably be more expensive here in the UK because the conversion in the in-game shop is totally screwed. So we actually pay more for stuff than the Americans do, which doesn't really work. Essentially what this is you get access to a special research, kind of like the stuff for GoFest and Team Rocket, whatever, but you pay for it. Now, a lot of people are sort of like, why would I pay for this? It's a feature that's already been in the game. You know, is there a genuine reason for it? In my personal opinion, I think it's fine, because all it's offering is like an exclusive early access to Regigigas. Regigigas will be in EX raids from November onwards. Don't know how long for, but you know, it's a new raid boss, so quite a long while. Think Mewtwo was in there for at least 8 months. So my point with this is it's not exactly long to wait either. It's not like you're getting early access by 6 months. It's like a matter of a week or so. You get 10 additional free raid passes at no cost. Well, at £8 cost, but that itself is quite a good deal. You've got to use them on the day before 7 PM, I'm assuming, within that window on the 2nd, and you'll get, these are guaranteed bonuses, so it's sort of like a little extra thing. You get a guaranteed Unova Stone. They're hard to come by, so that's quite nice. Sinnoh Stone, not overly fussed by, and an avatar pose. I hope they don't make us charge us an extra 500 coins to get that. I would like it to be free, because I don't fancy spending 5 raid passes worth of coins on a damn pose. But to be fair, I think the bonuses aren't that bad in reality. You know, the little perks for actually spending the extra money. Yeah, ticket details, they go live, your local time's 11 o'clock on the 2nd. You've got to claim it before 5 PM. So you've got to start the research before 5 PM local time on the 2nd, but it does carry over. You don't have to finish it within that day, which I think a lot of people were concerned, saying like, I can't get out that day, I can't play. If you buy the ticket and then start the research but don't complete it, that's not too much of a worry. Switching arms entirely. So another concern that people had initially was like, this is pay to play, pay to win or whatever. But bear in mind, all the spawns, you know, increased Geodude and Spheal or whatever and Magnemite are global, so they're not ticket exclusive. Neither are the Regi raids, so you can still get shiny Registeel, Ice and Rock from the raids, so they're not exclusive. The only matter that's exclusive is the research quest line and then the Regigigas encounter at the end. My personal feeling of it is it's not bad. You're not being forced to pay £8, or it'll probably be 9-10 quid for us in the UK, we'll have to see. You still get the spawns, the shiny chances. I need that bloody shiny Magnemite. I went to GoFest and couldn't get one, so I'm chasing that. You still get the raid bosses, so in reality it's not actually that much you're getting. You know, you're not being left out of it, so I think they've done it in quite a nice, even way. You get good bonuses for that £8. You know, 10 raid passes and bonus stones and stuff, and the early access encounter. That's alright. Right, we're getting on to the juicy bit, which is the actual community reactions. Now, this is only based on the community here that I'm a member of, but I still think it raises some important points of both sides. Going from the positive, you can say that, you know, it's only a matter of £8. You're not forced to partake. The event is still special, even if you're not a purchaser of the ticket. I hope to Christ that they don't do what they have done recently with Mewtwo and Giratina, where the shiny rate is below the floor. It took me and Tom and other people like 30-40 plus raids to get the first shiny in. That is a point to raise in another video about people who pay, or people who put more time into the game, who are hardcore raiders. I feel that Niantic monitors that data and then purposefully sort of keeps you going raiding, knowing that you will raid hardcore if you get if you don't get the shiny. Matter for another video. On the other side, you've got people who are saying like, this could be a warning for future events and stuff. What if they lock special research quests behind a paywall for the foreseeable future? It's a valid point, because if they can monetize a factor like that, they know people will pay for it. Why would they not do it? They've got a company, they've got to make money. My view is that this is the first sort of early access quest we've ever had. For example, there's a Team Rocket quest somewhere in the data. We're going to get Giovanni at some point, and you know, Team Rocket leaders and stuff. So that quest line, if they do that, I don't think they would monetize it, because you know the content is out there and stuff. Why would they lock one of the newest, biggest features, Team Rocket, behind a paywall? I feel it's just because it's an early access to Regigigas, and I mean, come on, they've held it off for so long now. The fact that Darkrai is coming in before Regigigas will be literally the last Gen 4 raid boss we've got, I think. One other point is people comparing this, like, as a pro, if you compare this to a GoFest, it's not going to be on the scale of a GoFest, because it's not that special of an event, shall we say. But for example, when we went to Dortmund, not only did we have to pay 5 or 6 times more for the ticket itself, we also had the travel costs and the hotel costs and the food costs and everything like that. So people have moaned about those Safari Zones and GoFest tickets, saying like, I can't go there. Like, well, okay, but Niantic can't cater their timescale to everybody. It's like some people complaining that they're working on a Saturday. Not everybody works on a Saturday. In fact, the vast majority don't. It's to and fro, really. You know, it's whether you can fit it into your personal schedule or not, I don't know. But in terms of comparing it to a GoFest, obviously the spawns aren't going to be as insane. We don't know if they're going to boost them massively or whatever. It's a bit hit and miss, frankly. I know some people are sort of like, I won't pay money for it. Like, well, okay, you're not being forced to. You can still come along and do some Regi raids and stuff. But I can see people's concern that they would monetize a special research factor, and I personally don't think they will. But there is a danger there that they think, okay, that's a good money-making scheme. Let's do this more often. Now, we'll have to see what they do with Gen 5 raid bosses and stuff, or I don't know. It's a funny one, because would they realistically monetize every legendary afterwards? No, because they make money on the raid passes and the raid boxes and stuff. The contents of each box is a different matter as well, whether they actually bloody make you a good box. You know, 20 raid passes. We've got Darkrai and the Regis coming back, so they better put a good box out. But I don't know. You got to think this is a future EX raid boss, and they're literally giving you the exclusive chance to catch it. A matter of days, or even maximum 2 weeks. you've got to wait a maximum of 2 weeks to get this raid boss. So I don't know. The next chance they probably have to do this is when they cycle out Regigigas and put in a Gen 5 mythical, or maybe they'll put Shaman in or something, I'm not sure. Divided. It's a divided community, shall we say. I think overall it's fair enough that the community are divided. I mean, a community's always been divided between free to play players and then the people who are willing to spend a bit of money on the game or whatever. I think overall what I'm saying is that I think this isn't going to become a regular thing, personally. I don't think they can do this sort of heavy ticketed event globally, but overall it's a decent concept because round up, if you don't buy the ticket, you're not losing out on that much at all and by that much time. You are literally getting, you know, you're missing out Regigigas by 2 weeks, and you're missing out on a Unova Stone and a special pose, and what is it, 10 raid passes. That, in terms of overall cost, is actually a good deal for 10 raid passes. I'll take that. In fact, I would be prepared to say that they'll make you do 10 raids within that quest line. Because why would they say you'll get 10 free raid passes without having a reason to give you them? Some people are up in arms about it, and I don't see personally. You know, Niantic have been quite good at managing how they make this game, you know, not pay to win or pay to play. Essentially, you pay to do raid or get raid passes and incubators for more opportunity, as it were, which I think is quite a good strategy to do it. I play Jurassic World, and that is horrifically heavy pay to win. I mean, ridiculously. Pokemon isn't. Pokemon's a pay for opportunity, and I personally will pay for the opportunity to get Regigigas early by 2 weeks. Anyway, that's my stance and some of the other concerns from the community that I've seen so far on this Colossal Event. I thought it was a bit short-sighted of Niantic to do 2 massive event announcements within 12 hours, personally. They could have held off on the Colossal Event until at least halfway through the Halloween event, possibly, because then people would have been within the Halloween event okay with it or whatever, but we just had 2 massive news drops in one day. Anyway, that's me done. I'll see you all for Giratina Raid Hour tomorrow, and hopefully get a shiny and not be trolled by Niantic again. Anyway, peace out.